Hey there, welcome to episode 6 of the show. I want to start off first with just a really heartfelt thank you. I found out this past week that I have hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, which I know is not a big deal in YouTube land when everyone else is, thousands or hundreds of thousands of subscribers. But for me, it is a big deal, and I'll tell you why. I started this channel about 7 years ago, and during that time, I really just kind of stagnated. I never really grew much beyond 60 or 70 subscribers. So for me to gain, 30 plus in the last couple weeks that I've been posting videos, it means a lot. It shows you guys are, enjoying the content, you're leaving comments, and so I'm really appreciative. I just wanted to say thank you on that. As a little thank you gift, I'm going to give you some free Photoshop files. So let's say you are a photographer or an artist, and you're looking to sell your work on your website. So you need some kind of example images to show your work and what it looks like at different sizes on your product page. I've created a series of templates just for that. I call them art wall templates, and they're basically 3 different images of walls that I've shot here in the studio. And what they let you do is show your artwork at a particular size. So let's say 20 by 30, 24 by 36. I've got all these little templates set up in there. So you just copy your image in and do some adjusting and you're good to go. And I've also included a ruler that helps you create your own dimensions. So if you want to do something different, like 23 by 47 or whatever, you can do something like that. So after I stop talking here, I'm going to go into a little demonstration to show you how to use those tools, and they're all free. There's no sign up for my newsletter to get them, none of that. The link is below. So if you found this video helpful, if you find these Photoshop files helpful, I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. All right, so thanks so much for helping me hit 100, and let's get on to the demonstration. All right, so let's get into this. This is a series of images I've created as sort of templates that allow you to show a piece of artwork at a very specific size on a wall. So I took these photos in my studio and then used a ruler to create accurate guides in inches of different dimensions. And so I've got this image right here, this image here that I shot against a blue wall, and then a variation of it where I kind of moved the furniture around a little bit. So let me show you how we can do this. I'm going to take this image here, which is our Christmas card image from last year, and I'm going to drag it over here to this first art wall image. So let's say we want to make a canvas of this, or an image, a wall image to show somebody what this would look like at a given size, and we'll just say arbitrarily, say 20 by 30. So over here on the right, you'll see I have a couple different layers for different sizes: 16 by 24, 18 by 27, 20 by 30, and 24 by 36. And those are just to get started. We're going to make some custom ones here in a second too. But I'm going to turn off all these other layers except 20 by 30. And you can see if I drag this around, there's that 20 by 30 dimension there. So what I'm going to do is hold down the Alt or Option button. Well, first let's drag this down to near, so it's by 20 by 30. And then I'm going to hold down the Alt or Option button, and you can see the cursor change to that right there. And when I click in between these 2 layers, that clips this layer to this layer, meaning that the only place I'm going to see this image data is in that frame there. So when I do this, instantly I can see it masked to that particular frame, but I still need to scale it down. So I'm going to hit Command T to transform it, and I see this bounding box show up. And if I hit hold down Alt or Option and Shift while I click and drag on a corner, it kind of proportionally scales this down. So I'm going to just scale this down to fit inside of this window. So there you go. It's really quick and easy, as you can see, and I've got an accurately sized 20 by 30 canvas for this particular wall image. So how can we, let's say, create our own? Maybe we want one that's not this size. So first thing I'm going to do is go back a step and undo that so that we can start over again. So here we are with just our image. Let's say we want to create something that's maybe, I don't know, 10 by 15. So let's turn this off and turn on our ruler layer. Now, this ruler I just held up to the wall, and it gives you an accurate inches measurement that you can use to create your own canvas dimensions. So I'm going to create a new layer here, and let's see, new layer, and I made it twice. We're going to call this one 10 by 15. And I'm going to select the rectangular marquee tool. Now what I want to do is make this, as easily as possible. And the way to do that is to come up here to the style, and instead of normal, which is normally set to, I'm going to change this to fixed ratio. And I'm going to set a ratio of 10 and a height of 15. So now that I've done that, no matter what I drag here, whatever I try to select, it will always be in a dimension of 10 by 15, a ratio of 10 by 15. So knowing that I have the inch marks on here, all I have to do is click and drag from the corner until I find the number 10 from right about there, and I instantly know that I've now got a 10 by 15 inch square, not a square, rectangle. So I'm going to fill this with black and deselect that, and there's my 10 by 15 inch canvas size. So since our sample image is landscape, I'm just going to rotate this around to here, turn off our ruler. Now I do have layer styles for all of these. You can see over here on the right this little effects icon, meaning I have a little bit of a drop shadow, a little bit of a kind of an outline to it. So I'm going to hold down Command and Option and just drag from this icon up to here, and that'll copy the effects to that layer, and you can see now those effects show up. So I'm going to put my artwork layer on right above it. There we go. And I'm going to clip it like I mentioned before, which is holding down Option or Alt and clicking between these two layers. And it's now constrained to show up just within that box. But I need to scale it down like before, so I hit Command T and hold down Alt and Shift actually to do that proportion scaling there. Drag it down to something like that. So really simple and easy to make ratios that I don't have included here. So what if, let's say, real quick, we're going to undo that again and unclip it, turn that off so we're back to our artwork layer, now back to our ruler. Let's say I want to create something that's a little bit larger than this, maybe 30 by 40, for example. The easiest way to do that is to go to this ruler layer. You can see it's marked out to 12 inches. If I just select it, well, I'm going to make this back to normal, select it there. If I hold down Command and Option, that's make a copy of it like this, and I can drag it anywhere. Undo that. If I add Shift to the mix, that will then constrain the copy to a certain axis, in this case the horizontal axis. So there we go. And I have 24, so if I want to do it again, drag it out to there. So now I've got 3 copies of the ruler back to back for a total of 36 inches. And let's say, what do we say, 30 by 40. So I'm going to come up here to Style and change this ratio to be 30 on the width, 40 on the height. And now I just need to find the 30 inch mark. So it's 12, 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. That's basically the 6 inch mark there. And I'm just going to drag down until I see it kind of cross that. Whoops. Let's try that again. Zoom out just a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there we go. That's a 30 by 40 inch rectangle that I can use to create a canvas that's accurate inch-wise for this wall. All right, so 2 other things I want to mention real quick. Actually, 1 other thing. On some of these other images, like this one, I gave you the option to turn off the lamp. It was just something I was messing around with, so that's kind of fun. If you decide you might like it but don't want the lamp in there, you can do that. And for art wall number 3, I gave you the option to turn off both the lamp and take out the pillows. So that's something you can do there. So it's kind of a little fun. So that's pretty much it. I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope you can find some use out of this tool, especially if you're looking to take the artwork or the photography you've created, sell it on your website, and you need to have a version of it there that people can see what it looks like in an actual room. So if you like this video, if you found it helpful, I would love a thumbs up or definitely a subscribe. Thank you again for being a part of me getting to 100 subscribers. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to my next goal, which is 500, and I hope to see you there on that event. Take care.